Hi lovers, we are in the beautiful Central Florida today in Winter Park, showing you a lovely lush market garden being grown in her front yard. This is only 8,000 square feet of growing space, and this can be scaled all the way down to just 500 square feet. I cannot wait to show you this beautiful, lush, newly established garden by Jenna from Mid-Mod Urban Farm. Come with me to see all of the beauty that she has created. Can you introduce yourself and tell us your social media?
Yes, my name is Jenna Foor. I'm the owner-operator of Mid-Mod Urban Farm, and I am on Instagram. It is at Mid-Mod Urban Farm.
Can you tell us a little bit about your style of gardening and what we see behind you, basically?
Okay, so what I'm doing here on my property is I have about 2,000 square feet of high rotation market gardening beds. I'm mixing those with syntropic forestry lines in an urban setting, so a little bit more scaled down, growing a lot of my own chop and drops, making my own mulches, building up my soil using biodynamic accumulators, growing things that create a lot of biomass. And then I have a little mini orchard installed in the back as well. And then I have 12 CSA members that I give boxes to 34 weeks out of the year.
Awesome.
Okay.
Brought you a gift.
Oh my gosh, is that a coconut?
Yes.
Yes.
I also have this bag with like LoveHealthMarket products.
Oh my gosh.
There's a yoni oil, a salt scrub, like a Epsom salt soak actually.
Okay.
And there's a little bit of cardinal basil seeds tucked in there too.
Oh my
I don't know
gosh,
if you've
thank
ever grown
you.
them.
I haven't done cardinal basil.
They're really
I've done
pretty.
holy basil. I just saw your shoes.
Oh yeah.
Did you love them?
They're great. Yeah. I was jogging in them for a while, but
Really?
yeah, it gets crazy.
I think I need them.
Yeah, I think you do too.
I think I was starting to get a bunion the other night, and I was like,
no.
I was like, I can't wear boots anymore.
New shoes.
Okay.
Yeah. The boots, they rub. But
I know.
the thing with these is they're not good for like water. So I don't garden in them.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just for walking around where people are like, girl, why don't you have shoes on?
Exactly.
You're like, you don't want to be Britney Spears in the 7-Eleven bathroom, like barefoot.
Don't catch me, paparazzi. No. Yeah.
Oh my
that's,
goodness.
That's why I honestly stopped jogging in them, because I felt like people thought I didn't have on any shoes, and it was like I looked crazy. So
God,
I
love
jog
it.
outside.
Oh my goodness.
Anywho,
But thank you so much.
Yeah,
Let
you
me
can
go put
set
this over
this-
here. I also,
yeah.
if you guys need a table, this is kind of
oh, cool.
this is my greenhouse area. I don't know how you guys want to start this, but if you need to put anything over here, or if you guys want any water, or I have coffee.
Thank you.
Anything that you would
we
need.
appreciate
So this is my greenhouse.
So we're really just going rogue.
Oh, are we just going in it?
You lead the way.
Oh,
This
okay.
is
I guess
your
we'll
show.
start here where it all starts. So this is, I'm kind of rearranging it right now. When Mason shut down Winter Park Urban Farm, I bought a lot of his like equipment and stuff. So I got these great tables, and then this is I'm making everything central to the area that I'm always in for like this is like essentially my pack room, my packing and wash room, but it's all outdoors. I created this is an old carport frame.
Oh.
I used to put plastic over it.
Okay.
But now I don't. I just start all my seedlings, get started outside, and if you make it, you make it, and if you don't, you don't. Like
Period.
only the strongest survive around here.
Yeah.
So I don't really have to do like any hardening off. Like usually the morning before I plant out, like I'll just throw them where they're gonna be for a couple hours so they can acclimate a little bit. But doing a lot of propagating, I start a lot of seeds for the kitchen house here too, just because I'm here every morning and I can come pop out and take a look at it. A lot of this, my mulberries are dead. Don't look at my mulberries. I hadn't fertilized them in a while. But a lot of these, I try to not pay for plants. So it's stuff I found off the side of the road, or I went out to Ever Oak the other day. Mike gave me a bunch of Mabasa grass cuttings and ice cream bean and stuff, because we're going to do a syntropic agroforestry line install at the kitchen house to be able to show people. So we'll have all the different species there. So a lot of propagating. That's ube I'm propagating.
Which one's the ube?
The ube is the one that looks half dead right there.
This thing?
They're going to come back. They're good. See, like they'll come back. So I'm like, cool. But then this is all passion flower. So
above the
above the
cloth?
shade cloth.
We
I
got some
actually am
fruits.
going to pull the shade cloth out now, since as it keeps growing, I keep pulling it back further. So the shade cloth started all the way that way. And then I moved it and tucked this under, and now I need to pull it out, and then I'll tuck it under, and then eventually it will just be the passion flower
Jenna,
as the
this
cover.
is so cool. You're
Thank
giving me
you.
ideas.
So
Trey's
yeah,
like,
this is where I hang out a lot. I have lights. That way, if I like get up early in the morning or late at night before the kids, I can come out here and seed. I usually put like my iPad out here, and I'm listening to like true crime stuff when I'm out here by myself at night. It's so funny. Not at night. Oh, at night. So yeah, I do. There's some passion flower coming in right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to freak myself out at night by like watching like 2020. And
Oh my god.
if someone calls you a bright shining star, you're gonna die. So you're gonna get killed by the end of the episode.
Noted.
Yeah. They're like, she has such a great personality. So this is where this started. This is one plant. This is the passion flower. Look at that trunk.
Holy moly.
That is one single plant.
Oh my god.
And it has fruit all over it. I'm trimming it back constantly. So it's fruited again. I think the heavy pruning kind of tricks it into doing a second fruiting. And you'll see that too with the mulberries out front.
Yeah. You are killing it.
And then this is
Highly
this
impressed.
is our little kid pool. This is the kid
so
area.
Cute. I love your sitting area.
We actually just took out some of the beds that were back here. We had a living fence because my kids, but now my kids know how to swim pretty much. So we were able to get some of this space back, and this is their bed now. And then I moved some to the front, so this will get covered in. But so I have kind of a mix of everything. This used to be the main market garden back here, but then I have slowly moved everything into the front. I just felt really claustrophobic in the back and farming, and now that I do it out front, I love it. So this is gonna go back to more for the kids, but we did, I don't know why I said we. I mean, my husband did help me, but there's kind of our permaculture and orchard area is in that back corner because we weren't ever really using it. So I tried to, I have switched things around to make it more of like areas that are like the packing and processing and all that kind of stuff. Seed starting are right there. And then the stuff that doesn't need to be bothered with too much is kind of in the back corner where we never hang out. So
shout out to the organization.
So over here, this is I'm packing stuff in really tight. This is a lychee, and there's another one over there too. There's a giant milkweed. We have a moringa. This is Malika mango.
Okay.
This is lemongrass that I dug up and said I was going to separate the clumps and replant it, but I need to do that because this is my support species for this mango. Okay. I'm going to have it covered in eucalyptus, and that way if it does get cold, at least the base of the plant will have the eucalyptus around it for protection, and then I can also chop it back and use it for chop and drop because I don't use any synthetic fertilizers. I don't use any sprays. The only thing I might use is BT for caterpillars. That seems to be really the only bugs that I have a really bad issue with.
Awesome.
Otherwise, I use row covers, like on my cucurbits when they're younger. That way squash vine borers and stuff can't get to them until they're more mature. And then by that time, usually that's bug season is over. So then I can uncover them once they start flowering. So I try to use as little intervention as possible. With aphids, I'll go out, I'll usually see a couple, and then within a couple of days, I see ladybugs. So then I'm not worried about it because they're handling the population. I'm really big on doing natives. So there are a lot of bees everywhere. So this is goldenrod.
Okay.
It's a medicinal and it's a native, and obviously a bee magnet.
Yeah.
And I try to do natives that don't spread too crazy because I'm in such a small space. So I used to have a lot of native salvias, and I don't like them. I rip them out because they spread like crazy.
Yeah.
So I've gone for the Florida-friendly sterilized varieties of salvias and porterweeds just to kind of still have the pollinator aspect. See, that's a native salvia that it's still popping up there.
Right. Oh my gosh.
And then back here, these are spicy jatropha's. They're just Florida friendly, really great pollinators. I keep the canopy of these really high because they are toxic to humans and animals, like dogs, cats, Yeah. So I keep that up a little higher. This is my composting and storage area.
Okay.
So this is where I do my bananas. So it's It's not a banana circle, it's a banana crescent, but I am managing them back here. These are actually dwarf nakchams, I think they're called. These are from corms that I got from Ever Oak.
Cool.
And now they're starting to do their thing. These are probably gonna flower soon. I have the grandmother, the daughter, and the granddaughter in there. So I'll just keep chopping and dropping these and feeding the soil and doing the compost over in this area. More storage over here.
You go, girl. And you can't slow down, Jenna.
Oh, okay.
You can.
I'm very caffeinated. No, I told you, it's like Mike. I'll just keep like...
Yes.
Mike is he's my garden sensei.
Yeah, we love Mike.
Yeah, I do too. So
I just have to say, just now, you have this so organized and beautiful. Mm-hmm. It is so well kept, and like a lot of people I feel like get scared of gardening, especially in like the way that you're doing it in such a large scale, because they feel like it's gonna take over. It's like it gets messy, you leaving your stuff everywhere, but you have it in specific places intentionally.
No, it's definitely, everything has its place. It's Curtis Stone's book, The Urban Farmer. They talk a lot about, I can't remember what the method is called, but it's a Japanese method. It's used for like car manufacturing, and it's just about keeping everything super simple. I do remember the term, they call it muda. Muda is all of the shit. Yeah. All the extra stuff, all the things you're not using. And so I think they talk about taking a constant inventory of your tools and equipment and stuff, and like, what am I actually using? What am I not using? And the stuff that you're using all the time, you want to be able to see it. It needs to be organized. And if you're not using it, get it out of the way, because it's muda. It's like gunking up everything else.
For sure. I love that.
So I try to do that. And, you know, like obviously like Japanese manufacturing is super efficient. So if you can apply that principle to what you're doing in farming, you know, and even in life, I feel like I'm so type A. I'm constantly going through and decluttering my house. My kids, oh my gosh, if I get overstimulated, it's all going in the garbage. Like, I'm like, I told you how many times, like, I just need a path to the bedrooms, to the kitchen. And that's where they want to play with all their stuff. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm very type A when it comes to that. Yeah. So it's good. I think it works. It works for this, you know?
For sure. And if you're not type A, take some notes, because it gets crazy. You can't find stuff. Your partner's like engulfed in your hobby. Yeah. It's just too much.
Yeah. I try, especially because my husband, you know, I used to be really bad about leaving stuff out, or like buckets, and he'll just walk around and kick the bucket over and be like, and this is why we have mosquitoes. Oh.
And he's not lying.
He's not. No. You know.
So what is this? This is a pigeon pea with.
This is
milkweed?
So there's this is actually Mexican sage. Oh. It's just a really pretty good pollinator. It's a Florida friendly. It doesn't spread. You can cut it back, so you can see this is this year's growth. And then what I'm going to do once these, pretty much it's about time to come through and cut it down. So all of this is the new growth for the new season. And then in talking about the non-native salvias, the sterilized varieties, this is one of them. It's a blue salvia, so it's just mixed in there. And then there's pigeon pea too. Yeah, because I throw pigeon pea in everywhere, and then I just chop and drop it. So if there's, it's kind of this, for this little group, I have it. Yeah, so I'll cut that back. And then this is a volunteer goldenrod that popped up, and I'm not mad about it. Yeah. I'm going to have to come through and cut this.
This isn't your tree,
This isn't, but it's on my property line. Yeah. So this is all mine. But also those are I know everyone in the neighborhood. Okay. I'm like that person.
Got you.
Like my husband, we've lived here 4 years, and he knows like 2 people's names. And like literally every time we go on a walk at night, I'm like, hey to everyone, because I'm always outside, so inevitably people are just, you know, and they see it too, and so they want to come up and talk to me and know what it's about. And all my neighbors are super cool. Like no one's complained or anything. Like that's also why like I have to keep it tidy. It's because like technically, yes, state law, I can grow food in my front yard, you know, but then there's like Winter Park law where you're not supposed to, and I'm kind of growing on the right of way, and just, you know, show people that you can do it, and it can look nice, and it doesn't have to take over, and it's not going to disturb your neighbors, you know, except when I do grow corn out there, the corn kind of usually makes it pretty crazy looking out there. So I also have that crazy scarecrow, and you guys missed the Halloween decorations.
Oh my God. I was like, is that a person? It was crazy. Did you see
It's
it?
new for
Fat man?
We did it for Halloween, and so like it's still kind of new, so I keep getting jump scared. Like I keep jump scaring myself because like I'll be in the bathroom and then I see it out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah.
I was out here
It looks really real.
so late last night, like getting last minute stuff done, and I kept being like, oh, and then I was like, I just like would walk around the corner, and as I was walking around the corner, I was like, there's a scarecrow out there. There's a scarecrow out there. Yeah.
So what is the purpose of him?
Well, he was just for Halloween, but now I'm kind of
Okay,
like, that's my
attached?
dude.
Yeah, formed a bond.
It's just funny. I don't know. I love it.
It's so funny.
It's
I'm
so
like,
funny. He's
who
not
is
keeping
it?
anyone away though. Like that's for sure.
Yeah, if anything, he looks like somebody's grandpa. It don't look like he.
We got those are Pappy's clothes that he gave my daughter. That was his donation to the scarecrow.
Terrifying for real, because he don't got no head. I'm
Yeah.
like,
No, well, he does have a pumpkin head. It just keeps slouching down.
oh God, that's even more
Oh
terrifying.
my God, it is. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so this is a lot of space. What were you growing here before?
So this was all tomatoes. This
Okay.
soil back here has nematodes.
Got
Like really
you.
bad, and no matter what I do, I feel like I can't get rid of them. So I've been trying for 4 years, and like I've done like cover crops of like noxious mustard. I've done no-till. I've just done everything. I've done beneficial nematode sprays. I only was planting this was the first time I had done tomatoes back here in about 2 years, because I was only doing brassicas back here because the nematodes don't affect the brassicas as much. But then I'm finally just like, I can't. So
Yeah.
the fact that we're gonna reclaim this space for the kids, it's like it's fine.
Yeah.
And I also like in the summer with all these trees, I lose all the sunlight, and it's so like for half the year I can't really grow back here anyways. I just don't.
Got you.
I found I've not had as much success as growing out front, because I feel like that oak tree, that canopy that provides, and the micronutrients in the soil and everything out there is just so alive. And
Yeah.
so I just have done so much better with the stuff in the front than in the back. So that's why I've kind of, I have the herbs in the back. I have like mint and tarragon and thyme and oregano. And then this is all Napier grass that I'm going to kind of move over there.
Awesome.
And then, retake this over for the kids. And then I also...
Ooh, is this shrimp plant?
This is Chrysandra. It's
Okay.
a Florida friendly. That pollinators really love. This is a native bush
So pretty.
lantana. It kind of looks like beautyberry, but it's actually not.
This is
yeah.
lantana?
Yeah, and it's
Isn't it poisonous?
not the native variety. So any of the lantanas that have the multicolored flowers are the invasive ones that are toxic.
Okay.
I mean, these are not toxic to animals. I don't eat them, but
They're
yeah,
pretty.
they're really pretty, but it does look like beautyberry. So I'm
It
always
does.
like, don't eat it. It's not beautyberry. So, and then this is actually, this is asparagus,
Yeah.
which I need to move into its permanent home.
Girl.
That's, yeah, I know.
Yeah, because you can put that like over here.
That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to
Yeah.
put it,
It gets
it gets really
crazy.
big. Yeah. That's the Apollo 8 variety, which was,
Okay.
it's a hybrid that was done by the University of Hawaii. So that's
Cool.
why we can grow it in Florida.
Awesome.
So, I mean,
That's probably the one I have. I got mine at Grovember, I
yeah.
believe. You got
Yeah,
yours
I think
Grovember
it was one of the plant sales, but yeah, it was from one of the local, it's not,
too? Yeah.
it's a woman that does installs. I can't remember the name of the company, but it was her that I got it from.
I got mine from a woman too. This was like 4 years ago though. I have
Okay.
no idea what any of that was, but I know it was a woman and she gave me it looked just like that. It was so little.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I had no idea how big that thing was going to get. It goes crazy.
Have you got to harvest any of them yet? Yeah.
But my thing with asparagus is it gets so hairy so fast, I can't even tell when their spear's at the bottom.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, it does. It's like a squash. Like you'll come out one morning and then it's like the next morning it's already like too big.
Yeah.
You have to like keep an eye on it. Cause this was literally 2 days ago. This was a stalk.
Exactly.
And now it's already started.
Exactly, to do the spread.
Yeah.
And they also they produce like crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like every single day you can go out and pick up maybe like 4. It's like, what am I doing with 4 asparagus?
I know.
I'm gonna have to wait till the end of the week.
Yeah.
And then the 2 from earlier gonna be wilted. So it's like,
I know. That's why asparagus is expensive to buy in the store. And
what was that? Is it gone?
It's gone.
Oh my gosh.
I love that you're a nature girly, but you do not like bugs.
No, I do not. You see it. Every time I want to get close, I'm like, okay, I need my space. And I'm a vegan. I don't even eat meat, but I just cannot do the sound in my ear.
It's so funny. I'm so immune to them. Like last night, I literally had, it wasn't like a cockroach, but like a beetle-y type thing, and it was up my leg, and I just looked down, and I went, oh, you can't be there, and I picked it up with my bare hands and just threw it to the side, and I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah,
like,
this is too far.
Yeah, like I was like, normally I used to be like, ugh, and now I don't care. It's so weird.
Yeah. I'm slowly crouching there. I've been picking up worms with my hands.
Oh yeah.
But
I pick up worms with my bare hands. My kids, every time I have one, they're like, can I see it? I'm like, how many times do you have to look at a worm?
Exactly.
Like they just want to see it. Or we have garden snakes, which I'm super pumped about. Because we also, that is one thing about being in an urban environment is we have rats. Like Winter Park has a rat problem, like in general. But then like, so we have, like, I love that we live behind these two plazas, but there's a bunch of restaurants there and the supermarket. And then this plaza over here is a bunch of restaurants and supermarkets. So all their dumpsters are in the back. So they just kind of naturally, they're around. Damn. We have a cat, but like I don't want the cat outside with the rats because then he's gonna get the birds and then he's gonna poop in the garden and then you know?
Yeah.
And then it's like I don't want to put poison down because then if they eat poison, you know, obviously, I mean, I just wouldn't poison them because then we have lots of hawks around here, so I don't want a hawk to eat a rat and then get sick. So we have used live traps. It's the pest control situation.
It's ratchet.
It's we've tried live traps, but then if you have live traps, you have to drown them. And then
we just set it free.
Oh, yeah.
Cause
no,
I don't know. That's all I could think of. I was like,
them too. You trap them and then drown. That's like
I don't want to do it because sometimes. Well, okay, so the live. Okay, no, listen. Okay, I'm talking to the vegans here. But when you plant a whole row of beautiful collard green seedlings, and then the next morning you come out and they're all gone.
That's crazy.
Because Ratty McRatterston wanted to eat it, then you like. I don't find like joy in it. I have to do it. No, I have to do it, and then I run away. The first one I had to do, I sent a picture to my girlfriend group, and I was just sobbing because I was like, because it looked me in the eyes.
Oh God!
I was just
like, one of those.
Your final word.
He was bold.
But that's like a real thing you have to like do and deal with, and it's like, and so
I'm like crying.
The reason we had live traps is because there's also rabbits in Winter Park, like they're all over. So we have lots of rabbits, but I'm like, why? Like, why do I care about the rabbit? Because it's cute, but the rat is ugly. So I'm like, I don't like it. But a squirrel's cute because it has a fluffy tail.
Yeah, I was about to say
like,
squirrel soup next.
But I will eat a rabbit too, though. Mike, do you know Mike just got meat rabbits at Ever Oak? Yeah, but it's a really, really sustainable meat. I'm not trying to sell it on you because I know you want, but like if you're going to do it's more sustainable, and then you can, and their poop doesn't have to be composted as long, so it's a more readily available source of compost using the rabbit poop and stuff like that. So
you're speaking facts.
So the bell peppers, those are really shaded. You'll see the other peppers I moved up front that are half dead because I was redoing this area. Okay. So those are just California bell peppers. And then those tomatoes were still kind of producing, so I'm just leaving them as long as they are back here before we fully turn this over.
So how many years have you been gardening?
So I've been gardening for about 10, 12-ish years as a hobby gardener. I've lived in a couple different houses where I've like transformed the backyards into gardens. Our last house was down in Dover Shores, and the people that bought the house, they said part of the reason they bought it was because of the food forest that was already in place in the backyard. And I got the chance to go over maybe a year after we moved out and got to see all the fruit trees I planted like finally producing, because we were only there for 3 years. So it's like and then they were just like, hey, she was like, actually, can you come in the back with me and tell me, like, what's this? And it was just all these volunteers that they had just been let going. And they just had like, it was doing better than any garden I'd ever planted there. And they were like, we haven't planted anything. We just let everything go to seed, and then it just kind of replants itself. And it was super awesome. So, and then I would say probably I established Mid-Mod Urban Farm like LLC going to market in 2022 at the end of the year.
Okay.
It started as me doing plant starts. So I was just gardening here. But I would always start, you know how it is. I started way too many plant starts, and then I had all these extra seedlings, and I was like, oh, maybe I could sell them at market. And so
now it's raining.
Ooh,
Wow.
yes. So I know Gabby at Audubon Market, and I said, hey, can I set up and sell these plant starts? And she said, yeah. And then people lost their minds. They were like, oh my God, like, this is awesome. And so my whole thing was big box stores, they order for the whole Southeast. So like if you're going to Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart to get plant starts and seeds, it's one big order for the Southeast. They're not Florida friendly. You know, they're not seasonally appropriate, they're not zone appropriate and stuff like that. And so because we're Florida, we have a lot of transplants here, and we have a lot of people from up north.
Yeah.
And their growing season is so different than ours. You know, we can grow for so long. And so they would be like, oh, this isn't growing. And I'm like, well, you know, we grow tomatoes this season where you're growing them this season up there. So my whole thing was, this can be whatever's on my table is a Florida friendly variety. It can go on the ground right now. And it's like the right season to give people more success with gardening.
Yeah.
So I was doing that for a while. And then, you know, I have the two very young children.
Yeah,
so I was doing market was too much. So then I switched to the CSA model. I started with three members. Then I went to 5, then I went to 7. Now I'm up to 12 members that I'm giving. My season started a month ago. So they get 5 to 7 items every week in a CSA box. And I like it because it's prepaid and they don't get to choose, because the market, like, it's crazy. We actually have I don't want to say too many, but so many local farmers. And because Audubon Market only allows local growers in, like, we all kind of had the same stuff. So it's really, really, really competitive there. So then I was like, well, what can I do to stand out? So then I started doing baked goods with stuff that I was growing from the farm. And I was using, all my eggs were from either Ever Oak or Lake Meadows, and I was using organic flour, organic sugar. I'd make like olive oil cake with roselle jams, and I grew the roselle, and
that's beautiful.
And then that was a lot.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
And then that was like, okay, like people like it, but it was sometimes I would sell a lot, sometimes I wouldn't sell that much. So it was like, what can I do that's going to, I like doing it for profit, but it sometimes can take some of the joy out of it, because I used to just look at stuff of like, this is what I like to eat and grow, and these are my varieties, and I can experiment. But now it's kind of more like, I do a lot of office work. It's a lot of spreadsheets and harvest logs and all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah. But it helped me get the job at the kitchen house, because I started having that experience of having to do all the record keeping part of it. So yeah, I would say it's been about almost 3. This is my 3rd season doing CSAs.
Wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. So how long have you been here?
We've been in this house for 4 years. When we moved in here, I was 7 months pregnant.
Wow.
And I was like, we were on the other side of town, which wasn't that far, but I was like, if we're moving now. I'm not moving with a newborn. Yeah. So we moved here, and then I, of course, started installing stuff super pregnant right away. Yeah.
That's how it goes.
So it's been about 3 full years of building up the soil. So that's what I'm mostly focusing on now, is just using different syntropic systems to build up the soil. So this is the orchard area. Sorry, I told you I talk a lot.
It's perfect.
Okay, so this is just a bed of squash left over from before I decided to move all the market gardens into the front, but I have some beautyberry in there. So everything that I'm putting in here, this is my perennial area. This is my passive income type area, passive production area, because we eat it as well. It's not just for income. So I have native blueberries mixed with hybrids. We have papaya, and then I have a avocado.
Okay.
Papaya and avocado, and then I'm planting these support species in with them. So like I have like Mombasa grass will be going in by all of the fruit trees. Yes. And then I have eucalyptus there.
Yes.
We have some like cadamant. So still just a lot of natives and ground covers and pollinators mixed in, and a lot of stuff that I can use as chop and drop, so I don't have to put anything back here. I want to make it to where I'm not having to buy compost anymore. I mean, I love getting that big load of compost in, but I don't like paying $500 for it.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to close the loop and grow as much of my own inputs and as much as my own mulch mulch as possible. So that's why there's the Napier grass everywhere. We'll have the Mombasa grass. You know, during the summer, I'll cover this whole area with pigeon peas.
Okay.
So a lot of like intercropping. I kind of mix. I'm doing like a mix of like syntropic and market gardening and permaculture, and kind of seeing what works in this urban setting and what is the lowest input possible as well. And like what can take me the least amount of time so I can still hang out with my kids.
So how did you establish these beds?
So these are years of compost applications. I used to get it from Monterey Farms before they closed down.
Wow.
And then I've been getting my compost delivered from Fruit Farms.
Okay.
And they are out in Christmas. It's Andrew, and he has a partnership with O-Town Compost. So he's using arborist chips and then O-Town compost waste to do that. So I get compost usually about twice a year. So I've built it up with, and then just anything I can get. I mean, after a big storm, I'm the one that cleans all our drains in my neighborhood because we have so many oak trees, but everyone when they go in the street, people will rake them up out of their yard, which they should leave. Yeah. Leave the oak leaves in your yard, rake them out of the drains.
Right.
Like they're doing the opposite. They rake them out of their yard, and then they're all in the drains, and we flood really bad on these streets. So I literally will walk around like after all the leaves fall and like get them. I rake them up out of all the drains and get them out of everyone's like gutters, and then I use that as well.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What would they do without you?
Like literally, it would be so much more flooded. Like I've had neighbors come out and thank me, and I'm like, yeah, that's okay. I'm also like, this is also for me, because like when I'm getting it, it's all like super black and rich, and all the earthworm babies are in there. So I'm just
moist.
Like, moist.
I love it.
So yeah, and I have a guava here. This is a Satsuma tangerine.
Okay.
We have Barbados cherry.
Awesome.
2 different types of figs.
Awesome.
This mustard is all volunteer mustard from when I've cover cropped with mustard in the past to try and help with the nematodes, but now I'm just going to eat it.
Yeah.
And then we have this is a cocktail citrus tree, but I think most of it is Meyer lemon. So we have that, and then I just have a lot of natives. I put a bunch of chives around the figs just to help deter creatures, because the figs really smell nice, and like once they ripen, like they won't ripen off of the tree. So and that's all ashwagandha back there actually that it has just died back, and I think is ready to harvest because it's been in for about 2 years now. So I'm really excited to like pull up and see what the roots are looking like on that guy.
Is that what you use with typical ashwagandha?
Mm-hmm. You only use the roots, and they take about 2 years. But I was actually using it. It's really great chop and drop. So because it takes 2 years to develop roots, it would just get really big, and then I would chop it back, and then it would grow back so quickly. So so yeah, this is the newest install, I would say. Okay. But it's all natives or Florida friendlies in here. And then, so everything I do is off of sprinklers. We have a well, so I don't have to pay for water, and then I'm not using the chlorinated water from the city. Yeah. So everything's irrigated with sprinklers that's also how the beds are laid out kind of too, is where my sprinklers go is kind of how I laid out the bed. So I didn't have to like put any money. The only thing we've done is like I've put some risers in to help with that. And then I water everything back here with my hose that's hooked up to the pump. And I have this fancy schmancy, the previous owners put in this like Rachio system, and it's an app on my phone. So it's great. I can like, you can have it do weather predict stuff, but I feel like it's not foolproof. So I just do it on my own, but I create different zones and schedules of how to run stuff. I do deep waterings every couple days versus shallower waterings every day, unless I have like a cover crop or direct seeded stuff going. Mm-hmm. And then this is like a native blue sage. We have the buttercup plant, of course, buttercup bush, because they're cute. And then the Mr. Scarecrow.
Oh my God. This guy.
I had a light on him for Halloween, and so he was like lit up. But see, no, look, he's friendly.
Yeah.
See?
Oh.
No, it's kind of creepy too, though, huh? Yeah.
Oh my
gosh.
boy. This is crazy.
This is actually like a
I like
vintage
his outfit.
Abercrombie and Fitch
Yeah,
shirt
I'm
that,
like,
that Pappy
swaggy.
donated. And I was like, damn, some hipster would probably pay $40.
Oh yeah, dripped out. He is dripped out. I'm like, can we get a picture with the scarecrow?
Right.
We definitely need a pic. Cause
Oh my goodness.
yeah, that should be the cover.
You think so?
Absolutely. You and Mr. Does he have a name?
I feel like my daughter named him, but I don't remember, which is wild because I can literally name every single one of her cat lovies. Like, and she has like 100 of them, and they all have a name, and I know them. But I don't remember what she named him. So this is the main market garden area.
Look at these tomatillos.
Yeah, so this bed looks for. I just ripped out the tomatillos. They were the end of season, so
Oh,
I'll be flipping this bed, and then I'm at the end of my determinate tomatoes, so I'll be taking those out too. And then now I just have all of our fall crops coming in. Those peppers I transplanted from the back. We'll see if they make it. But I have a lot of Asian greens. I have your collar or pak choi, tatsoi, springtime. We have like a red cabbage, collards, some sage in there. I like to interplant every group with some sort of herb just to help with integrated pest management. And then that's kind of how I divide my crops up. So they're not, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, I put in herbs every crop in between just to help with integrated pest management. And then this is all cauliflower. And then I have rutabaga down there. Oh my God. Okay. He got me. I was
He's
like, who the fuck's in my yard?
crazy
Sorry. Who the freak is in my yard? And then I have a bunch of like peppers. There's turnips and radishes and spring mix and peppers and basil. That whole bed is ginger.
Wow.
I like doing rutabaga. So I call myself a boutique CSA because I only have 12 members, and I feel like I can. Not that other people can't do it, but a lot of farmers won't do rutabaga because it's usually 100 days to maturity, and nobody's trying to do that. They're wanting to flip beds.
Which one is the rutabaga?
This is the rutabaga down here.
This?
Yeah. So this is all rutabaga. It's really hard to find unwaxed rutabaga in a store.
Yeah.
They're all waxed. So I had a CSA member that like lost her mind. She was like, "You're giving me an unwaxed rutabaga? This is like my favorite vegetable," and blah, blah, blah. And so like, that's like more of a labor of love that I can do because it's a smaller CSA. Like I'm not having to just keep constantly turning beds. Like I do have my high rotation beds, but I can do things like ginger and turmeric and stuff like that. I love that Mike did turmeric because like he has these huge syntropic lines now. So he's also, I feel like I've mentioned Mike a bunch of times, but I've literally learned
and
like
everyone else.
everything. So I've known Mike. I worked with him and Mikey at the Smiling Bison restaurant.
Okay.
So that's how I met them over 10 years ago. And they used to live really close to me in College Park. So when they had New Growth Farm, I would go over there and volunteer. And that's how I learned how to do like a lot of the stuff. And then all the books I've read are books that Mike has been like, you need to read this book, you know?
Yeah.
So it's,
Shout out to Mike.
Yes, Mike. And Nikki.
Yeah. We love Nikki.
We love Nikki. So these are some of the bigger market beds. And then what I've been doing around the outside, so none of this was here. Actually this fence line is actually my property, and anything outside of it is the right of way.
Got you.
Which the city, I called them, they said, we don't care as long as you don't go through any lines. So I had to have them come mark, like all the utility lines are in the right of way, and I strategically planted beds in between them.
Yeah.
And they also were like, the lines are 2 feet down. So as long as you're not, so these are also things people have to think about when they are doing it is in an urban environment, because a lot of times you'll buy property and you don't realize that there could be a lot of right of way that actually isn't yours. So we found out, like I thought this was all mine, but then when I looked at our survey, I was like, oh, my property line's set really far back, you know? So it was one of those, do I ask permission or do I ask forgiveness? But also like my father-in-law's a retired civil engineer, and he was like, I guarantee you that's all like your power lines, your cable lines, your water lines. And he was like, you need to get it marked. So like if you are wanting to do this in an urban environment, you need to know where your property line is, and you need to know where your utilities are, because you could take out your utilities for your entire neighborhood.
I'm a jackass.
And then the city's going to have a problem with you. But because I got them marked, I know where they are. The city was like, cool, just know if you do have anything in the right of way, and we have to do work on the lines, we might have to rip it up. But they came and put fiber optic lines in, and the guys that worked for them, they were just like, they were so nice. They're like, no, we can drill on this side of the garden. We'll go down 6 feet and over. It shouldn't affect anything. They were so sweet. This guy was real southern. He kept calling me ma'am. He was like, ma'am, I'm not going to ruffle up your garden.
I know that's right.
I said, thank you, sir. So yeah, I think that's super important. But also, you know, I did the border too for me visually to kind of know. It helps with my organization, and then to do the tree line, but not tree line, the landscape, beautiful, pretty line, I guess you could say.
This is so beautiful.
I do like to have a little whimsy, you know. So I'm into like interior design and garden design too. So it's not just for food for me, it's aesthetically pleasing, and it's helping support like an ecosystem too. Yeah. So this is coral honeysuckle, which is a Florida native vine that produces these cute little berries that birds love to eat. But then on this side, I also have kudzu vine and stuff like that I'm constantly having to. And this is air potato, right? And
no,
kudzu?
It's a bitter melon. I think
This is bitter melon. Okay, yeah. So there's bitter melon. You want it?
Yeah, I was just about to
It's
say,
medicinal, right?
Pop it open. Yeah.
You're gonna eat it?
You're on a fast.
I'm so hungry.
You're fasting? Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
I'll just show the viewers. If you want it, Jenna, you can dive in. You don't eat them? They're sweet at this point.
Are they?
Yeah, the red pieces. The outside is sweet too. If you would have caught it when it was like earlier, they're pretty bitter.
But isn't it super invasive though? Like it'll take over.
It is.
Yeah.
But the leaves are super medicinal.
Really?
I don't know if the middle part is as medicinal. Yeah, do it. You're not going to get any taste. It's like more seed than anything. Oh, you ate the outside.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you ate the seed.
No, I
Did
ate
you
the
chew the
outside.
seed? Oh.
She's like, no, I didn't.
Eat the seed.
Eat the seeds?
Yeah, but just it's only coated in a pulp.
Like a miracle berry type thing?
Mm-hmm. And you see what I'm saying? It's like not really much taste.
Yeah.
But
can't you use it in like teas and stuff, right? Like for digestion?
Yeah, exactly.
This is Brazilian pepper that we're trying to get rid of. I keep cutting it back and it just keeps growing
It's
more.
a pepper?
It's Brazilian pepper.
Like
It's super
spicy?
invasive. It's like class 3 invasive.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's really bad. Because it drops the berries. Like,
holy moly.
yeah, it's really, really bad. But I keep cutting it, and then like I can't compost it because it'll keep spreading. So I have to like send it out to yard waste, which I don't like to do.
Yeah, but it's like I didn't plant this here.
And then this time of year too, I really need to cut it back because I'm going to lose a lot of sunlight if I don't.
Got you. Is this the porterweed?
This is a porterweed. Porterweed.
Massive.
Yeah. There's all different kinds. So this is the giant purple variety. The flowers taste like mushrooms. They're edible. They're so good.
Put it in my pocket.
Oh yeah. Sorry, you're fasting. Even a leaf. Even a leaf.
Today's the worst day because I'm on a water fast today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
How
is really
is
good.
it though?
It's so good. They're like, it's sweet. It's like a sweet mushroom, and like they're super perishable. So like, but I'll put them on my salad sometimes. Ooh, look.
I know. I just seen that too.
Try it. It tastes
I'm
like.
fasting too.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know you're in the wrong company. Like,
Where's my husband? I need my husband back.
Right?
He's already going to be asking me what's for dinner when he comes home. Right. My daughter yesterday morning came in the bathroom and she was like, "What's for dinner?" And I was like, "Have you eaten breakfast yet? Did your dad send you in here to ask what was for dinner?"
They're co-conspiring.
Oh my goodness.
To get chicken nuggets. I don't know.
No, she literally goes, "I want avocado and wahoo and fruit because our friend caught a wahoo fish and she like loves it." And I was just like, and so she was like, that's what she wanted. Yeah. Bougie. Yeah.
Good luck to her future
I know.
spouse.
Gosh, she is. And she like, yeah, she loves steak too. I'm just like, she
not
won't eat
Wagyu.
oh my God. Yeah, she won't eat a burger. Oh,
Wow.
look.
I'm like,
do you see the blue bee?
Yes.
The blue native bee?
Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
He's out there.
So
This is beautiful.
our favorite color collectively between my daughter and I is
Yeah.
purple. So there's a lot of purple plants. So that's actually another buttercup under there that I need to trim this back.
Okay.
But you can see too, this is another one of the Mexican sages, and it's so pretty, but it's ready to be cut because now I have all this new growth. And then now I'm gonna have, yeah, it's fine. No, so this is like a lot of biomass, and it's really, really soft. I love it. And then there's all these nasturtiums that are popping back up are all volunteer nasturtiums under here. So I'm going to come through and I'm going to manage this, and then I'm going to cut this out, so then the nasturtiums are going to get more light. And now they're going to pop up, and then they'll drop seeds. And I haven't had to plant nasturtiums in 2 years along this like bush line. And then that's another, that's a salvia. That's a sterile variety.
Awesome.
Rosemary, of course. This is a native purple lantana. So there's 2 lower ground cover lantanas. There's a purple and a yellow variety. The purple, it's a little taller than the yellow, but they're definitely not invasive. And then this is all the ginger we got in the raised bed. This is cat whiskers. It's a Florida-friendly pollinator mixed with some rosemary too.
What the heck?
Isn't it so cute? I need to cut it back. It's at the end of its life cycle, but
what in the world?
Isn't it so cool?
Like boingy, boingy, boing.
And then there's wild coffee in here too, so I need to come through to this. And then this is firefly bush. This is also native.
Okay.
And then the wild coffee is coming back. It's going to probably start flowering soon.
She's pretty dense.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you see there's another blue bee.
Wow.
I love the blue bees.
Okay,
that's shrimp plant.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so shrimp plant and pentas. I feel like now this is the time of year the shrimp plants are going to die back.
Yeah.
And then the pentas are going to pop up more.
Jenna, where are you sourcing all of your like sterile plants?
Lucas,
okay,
mostly.
That's what I was thinking. Because I'm also like in awe of the purple lantana.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Is that also Lucas?
I actually think I always go to Grovember. I always go to the IFAS Extension Office plant sale.
Okay.
I feel like that purple might have been from a plant sale, but I do go to Lucas a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then a lot of it is stuff that I like take cuttings of. But yeah, oh my gosh, I haven't walked over here in a couple
It's
days.
beautiful.
And all of the nasturtiums are popping off.
Yes, they
and those
are.
are all volunteers.
Wow.
I didn't plant any of those. I initially planted like probably 50, knowing that they would just come back every year. So yeah, the pentas I like too. Those are really, really good butterfly ones. They're super hardy. They bloom all year, so it's like really nice, pretty color all year.
Yeah.
And they're super, super, super pollinator attractors. So yeah, Lucas is really good for that. I also like Lucas because they have an entire native section, but it's also done by native, like what they would thrive in. So it's like, these are the native shade plants. These are the native full sun plants. These are the native aquatic plants. And they always have the Latin name too, which I'm all about. Because we have a native rosemary, and then to Florida, but then there's like a culinary rosemary as well. So,
So you can't use the native rosemary, or
it just doesn't taste like the culinary rosemary. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's good. So this is also, this is my force field. So this is help keeping good pollinators in, and it's helping keep the bad bugs out. The nasturtiums are a crop trap, and just the more biodiversity that you can have in the garden, the more life you're going to have in your garden, the better the soil's going to be. And, so... this palm tree was here. I probably wouldn't have placed it there, but it was already there because I just always have to manage it. If not, I have all of them fall, and then they sprout up everywhere. It's kind of a nuisance.
A beautiful palm.
It is.
I don't even like palm.
Yeah, I'm not a big. All the palms that are here were already here, and then all of this landscape rock. There was an artist that lived here, like 2 owners before us, so he did all this xeriscaping. And when we moved in, it was beautiful and completely weed free. But because we don't spray anything, now it looks like that. So we've slowly been removing all of the rock. Like there was so much rock everywhere, and trying to
like all where your trucks are now. You have rock over there too.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
All of the back by where the pool area was rock. So we're just it's literally going from like not just like Florida sand soil, but from rocks on top of sand.
Insane.
And it's so compact. So
so crazy the things people do to fight nature.
Oh yeah, and it's also I'm currently trying to unflip our house.
Got you.
Because they've taken it, like all of that stuff is like that's sheetrock.
Yeah.
That's layered on, but there's brick underneath it.
Wow.
But now the brick is probably ruined because it's been sitting under sheetrock for 40 years.
Got you.
Even the scroll work in the front of the house was covered up with sheetrock that was just screwed in together with gaps on both sides. So wasps lived there, and we couldn't be out front. So then I was like, oh my God, I was like, there's iron scroll work under here original to the house. And so we the whole house has, it's terrazzo with tile, with laminate, with carpet. And then, so I've just been slowly removing the layers. Once I found out that there was terrazzo, my husband was like, oh God, because I'm just like ripping everything up. And then it's like, yeah, it's crazy.
Do you like terrazzo?
I love it.
Yeah?
I love it.
Wow.
You don't like it?
No, not at all.
It's kind of cold, but I have lots of, it's like the speckled.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
No, I love it. And then like all the wood that's been we have wood beams in there that are white that I'm sure probably are like oak underneath, it's so crazy. Yeah. But there's a house down there that Malachi was just doing the food forest install.
They were going off about it last night, so I have to drive past.
Oh yeah, no, it's super cool. See, and what I love too is, so that's a new build. That's all volunteers too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
so
my God.
I planted stuff out here that I'm like looking
for
I know I've
seeds.
said a lot about the sterile varieties, but I also grow stuff purposely to let go to seed. But because I know that the marigolds are easy to manage, if I don't want them somewhere, I can use them as chop and drop. And if I catch them before they go to seed, it's not an issue. But then I don't want pentas everywhere, and you kind of have to pull out the tap with them, and so I get the sterile variety.
So excited.
Yeah.
These are beautiful.
You can walk around and there's so many seed heads on those ones too.
Yeah, your marigolds are so hardy.
Yeah, they do good.
Very strong.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is all my pollen, and then I have aloe in here. Gotta have aloe.
Yeah.
Aloe is actually good for making fertilizer,
really?
Yeah, you blend it up with water, and it has tons and tons and tons of nutrients.
Oh, awesome.
I used to have jadam going.
Okay.
But then I kind of let it go too far. Do you know what jadam is?
No.
Oh, so jadam is used in a lot of Southeast Asian countries, and a lot of island countries use them. It's like a natural fertilizer that they make because when you live on the island, it's hard. People that live in the islands are the most resourceful people and the best at growing food because they're not, for centuries they didn't get trade ships and fertilizers, and even now modern days it costs so much money to ship that stuff over, and so they just using permaculture methods, and Cuba was really big on progressing agriculture because they were cut off from the world for so long that they had to grow all their own food. So they came up with a lot of different food systems. But jadam, you have to use some of your native leaf mold. So you would inoculate it with leaf mold from your property, because your leaf mold on your property has all of the microbacteria that is already native to this area. So I wouldn't want to go get leaf mulch from your property because that's from your property's ecosystem. I want it from my ecosystem. So you kind of inoculate water and weeds, and then it ferments it, and it stinks. It stinks so bad. So I stopped using it because every time I would do an application, even though it was a water application that was diluted, it would bring in flies.
Yeah.
It would be straight up manure style, and it smelled really bad. And so
I'm probably making ginkgo right now.
What is that?
Or what you talking about?
Jadam?
Jadam, yes, because I put all of my Mexican sunflower, and sometimes I put bidens in there. I'll put anything that I can get some chlorophyll pretty much and dump it in a bucket, fill it to the top, and then fill it with water.
Yeah, you're making jadam.
Oh, wow.
You didn't even know it.
Poop water. I swear to God, we call it muck water at the house. Trey hates it.
Yeah.
He's like, you're fertilizing with the poop water again? And I'm like,
that's exactly why I stopped doing it. So this is the same porterweed. Yeah. So I just once I get the initial plant, I usually just keep propagating from that. So I
would love if you have some to buy some.
Please, I'm gonna get. No, I know you didn't just say that. You can take whatever cuttings you want, and then if I have some started, you can have them.
Thank you.
This is Cuban oregano.
Yes. And so you're gonna. do the vine thing?
No, I didn't do that.
Oh, it did that
It just
itself?
did. I think what happened is I walked by and I shoved it in there because I was walking, and now it just,
Oh, yeah.
there's your cutting.
Woo.
So I don't know. I think I just shoved it in there, but this is a volunteer. I had it over here, but then it died back, and then it came back 3 feet away from where it was.
Yeah.
Because like aesthetically and OCD, I would have not planted that like there. I would have
Got
put it in
you.
the corner. So that's definitely a volunteer.
Got you. You're better than me. Like I said, I be throwing stuff in there.
And then this is more Napier grass to help
Yes.
support. So I'll do like a big chop and drop every now and
smells
then.
so good.
More of the porterweed, which needs to, and this, you can prune this back so hard and it just keeps coming back and getting bigger and bigger.
Just gorgeous.
This is all comfrey. Ooh, and it's flowering for you. So again, talking about, it's purple. So this is a Russian variety of comfrey, which is sterile.
Wow.
So I purposely ordered the sterile variety because it can become a nuisance and it can spread.
Yeah.
I'm using it for chop and drop. So comfrey, I use comfrey, and I have borage, which I'm about to start now that it's borage time. This is a perennial. It's used as a chop and drop.
Wow.
So it's a biodynamic accumulator. It has a really, really deep tap root. And so it's pulling nutrients up. And the reason I purposely have it under the oak tree instead of somewhere else is because I'm wanting it to gather all the oak tree nutrients that are here. And so I usually don't let it get to the flowering stage. I will have chopped it by then, but I need to come through and manage this. So, and then mixed in with it is a bunch of turmeric.
Yes.
So I don't like to do my turmeric and my ginger and stuff in my like beds. I usually do them on borders because they take longer.
Okay.
And then this is a daddle that I've had for 3 years. I just keep cutting it back and it just keeps growing back. But I'm using the comfrey is just feeding the daddle and the turmeric. And then the turmeric, when I harvest it, any of the random pieces that get left in there, I haven't replanted any of this. It just keeps popping up in that same area. So yeah, I just the mix of perennials and the annuals is like what's up, because then I'm having stuff to harvest all year round, and then like you're planting your ginger and turmeric during the summer and stuff too. So it's like I'm still flipping into fall from summer crops that I was growing, because I grow all season, whether it's a cover crop, but any of my cover crops I try to do edible cover crops like sweet potatoes, black-eyed peas, watermelons. I had so much yellow watermelon this year.
Oh my
ate so much of it. Or like Seminole pumpkin, stuff like that.
You are rich.
And then this is our front yard area. I use this. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing, but when it comes to weed control, it's just like, it's essential for me because I'm working with such a big space, and it saves me so much time from having to constantly pull stuff out of these beds. Like it's just, I don't know, like it's good for my kids too. I feel like it gives them a visual of like,
what's the garden, what's not.
Because they have this play area here.
Got
and,
you.
We'll set up a blanket out here and hang out under the oak tree. So this is more of our annual beds, all of our kales. Like I said, I have it broken up. There's like cilantro in the middle, which I use to help keep like the aphids away from it. I've been succession harvesting the green onions on this side. I have beets in here that I need to go through and weed. All of my carrots, some lettuces, and then I just did a whole new propagation because I'm doing an entire row of Napier grass to use as chop and drop up here.
Awesome.
And then some more comfrey that I've just transplanted. These are all of my brassicas, which are about to produce.
Wow.
And then I've had successions of beans, so I just ripped out some asparagus beans and I have some more going in. And then these are blackberries.
Yes.
So I have two, they're both thornless varieties.
Awesome.
So there's Apache and Navajo blackberries that are thornless. One is ever bearing and one is not. So I'm getting berries for a good amount of the year.
Yeah.
And then all mixed in here is, I just trimmed them back, but there's tons of pigeon pea.
Wow.
In here. And so the only thing I'm feeding this with is like fish emulsion and then the droppings from the pigeon peas.
Okay.
Okay, Rain.
Oh. Jeez.
You guys want to go under the thing?
Yeah.
Of course I'm wearing a white shirt.
Right? I don't have on a bra.
This
Like,
about
they're
to
about
get-
to get a wet t-shirt
Yeah, this is about
contest.
to go on OnlyFans too.
What is your favorite food to grow?
Brassicas.
Brassicas?
Yeah, any kales, broccolis, cauliflowers,
Yeah.
all of that kind of stuff.
And why?
I don't know, they just taste better than anything from the store.
Yeah.
Like it's just different, and they're like sweeter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. And the leaf isn't like tough.
No,
It
no,
has
no,
a
no.
nice,
And
like,
and I eat the leaves too. And then when they go to flower, I eat the flowers.
yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
You can't get that at the grocery store at all.
No.
And so what advice would you give someone who wants to grow their own food?
Oh my gosh. My political answer would be sign up to come to the kitchen house and do a gardening class.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. I'm doing an intermediate class. As of right now, there's a beginning and an advanced gardener class. It's only $35 for like
That's
an hour
nothing.
and a half class.
Wow.
But now I'm also creating a curriculum for an intermediate class as well. So if you go to thekitchenhouse.org, you could sign up for classes there.
Do that.
So that's really good. But also, I would just say YouTube University is a good way.
Yes.
Going out to different farms and
Yes.
seeing what they're doing. But then
Yes.
also just start small. Everyone has these big grand things. Like you just need like
Yeah.
a 4x4 bed and then learn how to take care of those plants and then go a little bigger and
yeah.
then go a little bigger from there. And it's just like anyone can do it. You can grow stuff in pots. It's just you just have to pick what you want to grow and
Yeah.
grow what you like. Like if you don't like tomatoes, don't grow tomatoes.
Yeah.
you know, like I
They're
like
this is what's easy. It's what's growing.
yeah, and people think like because tomato plants are so readily available, they're like, oh, they're so
Yeah.
easy. But they're actually one of the harder things to grow. Like grow like some salad
Facts.
greens and some kale and
Yeah.
maybe some root vegetables and herbs. Herbs are really easy for beginning gardeners too, and especially because they don't have to be harvested right away. I feel like you can kind of let them go longer.
Yeah.
So if you're not, like you're like, okay, I'm going to make this. Let me go to my kitchen herb garden. So then at least you're getting something,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and herbs are easy.
Yeah. It's not that thrust into maintenance, like spraying and
Yeah,
constantly
yeah.
pruning, because you get behind on that and then your plant starts to suffer and it's like a slippery slope. Your confidence
and then
just drops.
You get defeated, and then even they say too, your first year garden's not going to be good.
Yeah.
So if they say until your third year, because you have to
Yeah.
get your soil established,
Yep.
you have to get the biodiversity. Also, like you have to plant flowers
Yeah.
and pollinators too. There was
Yeah, that's
a
a good
study done where it if you take away 25% of your like annual vegetables and replace it with flowering plants, it actually increases your yield by 50% because you're bringing in the pollinators and you're getting the different nutrients from the different root systems and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you sell any products or have any exciting news that you would like to share?
What? Oh my gosh. I don't sell any products right now. I randomly will sell plant starts if I have extras, but I think I'm most stoked right now on the kitchen house. Probably I've been focusing a lot on that. And then, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Wait, let me think. I'm excited for all my fruit trees.
Yeah.
To start bearing fruit. I don't know. I'm okay. You know what? Hold on. I am excited. I'm excited to see what the next 5 years in Orlando agriculture is bringing, because our scene right now is strong.
It's booming.
Like it's so booming, and it's like I almost feel like I'm living in this fantasy land where I'm like, oh no, things are good. People are going back to the ways of the earth. And then I'm like, am I just in this enclave of people? Have I just chosen my people to have around me? And I'm almost like, am I delusional about what's really happening? But then when I'm going places and I'm seeing what people are doing, or just like that install at the end of the street, it's in a new build, which I'm like, these people I probably would have thought might have complained about me, but they're, not only are they not, but they like installed a whole food forest, and those are just like middle class working people that are just more aware of what's going on and wanting to grow their own food and stuff. And so I think that the scene that's happening and what you're doing is super cool, because you're like letting people know that there's all these little places, because you're not just doing like the big names that people know about. Like you went to Bradley's.
Yeah.
Bradley is my cousin.
Shut up.
Yeah, so he's
We
Yeah.
love Bradley.
Bradley, yeah. So Bradley,
It makes sense.
Yeah, they have the same
It's like
energy.
family,
Yeah.
But no, it's weird too. Okay, so he's like, so my husband's Aunt Becky It's her husband, Greg's son, is Bradley's dad. So it's through marriage is like the diversity of people that are into growing their own food and stuff, because you have like very, very liberal people, or it's very, very conservative people. And it's all like, it's weird because it's like, it's so weird because deep down it's like we all have the same values of like wanting to like go back to the land and stuff like that. It's just like our social views are so wildly different, you know, but like our views on like wanting to slow down. Just I think it's slowing down and growing your own food and knowing where it's coming from is super cool. So maybe like that can take away some of the bipartisanship, because it shouldn't be bipartisan when it comes to food anyways, but you know how everything's so political right now. But like maybe we can like just all grow food and just be like, let's just grow food and take care of babies. Yeah. Like, you know, like, and yeah.
It's so simple, right?
Yeah. And it's just so crazy, but everyone's so split right now. But it's like, I think a lot of us want the same thing. But then again, I think I might be delusional because I'm in an enclave of people that I surround myself with people that, you know, that you share your same values. So I think I might get culture shocked if I went somewhere else.
Absolutely.
But what we're doing here in Orlando and the people I know in Orlando, I think it's super awesome. Like what everyone's doing. It really is.
We're the change that we want to see.
Yes.
So, you know.
Yeah. And like, you know, like the boomers are not going to be around forever. And the way we are raising our kids and being empathetic towards them and trying to teach them healthy habits and break generational cycles and
where
stuff.
Food comes from and what it looked like. I didn't even know how a tomato grew until I was 10. Yeah. I never seen a tomato plant. And after that, I didn't see another one until I was 21.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I went to YouTube University to see it. I didn't even see it in person,
yeah.
really. You know, I would go to Canada and see the lush gardens and landscapes that they would have there, but I never saw people growing their own food.
Really?
And how many of
us... Are you from Canada?
No, my husband is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from here.
You're from here,
but
okay.
I moved to Maryland. I didn't see anybody growing their food in Maryland, you know, and it's like... They had land there, all the things that we have here. But I felt like especially once I started growing my own food and learning from YouTube, the necessity to show people, because it's beautiful.
It is.
Aside from the fact that it's nourishing our mind, body, and spirit, it's actually beautiful.
Well, and it helps people be more empathetic and care more. It also just like,
connection.
I don't know, it does. And like me, I have anxiety, but when I'm out here, I'm just like, usually there's just like,
we all have anxiety.
Yeah.
And then we come out here and we slow down and our nervous system resets and you ground yourself.
Yes.
There's so many things.
A lot of times I'm bumping Dochi though, and I'm like twerking all the way, but like
you gotta get it out. You have to. Absolutely, yes.
Like, oh my God, she's probably listening to like Enya and
Soundscape. No, baby, we're out here listening to Cardi B. Yes. And Megan Thee Stallion. Yes. You can do both.
You can.
But, you know, I definitely feel like we're all kind of delusional that do this, because we're putting our energy in a utopia instead of a dystopia.
Yeah.
And that is right now not something that is being promoted, shown. You know, that's the weird thing to do. That's the delusional thing. Yeah. But that's what you should be doing.
Well, and even the you know, the person that came in to take over the health and wellness of just the RFK and the misinformation he is spreading right now. And like, I kind of feel betrayed in a lot of ways, because he was supposed to be this big environmentalist guy when he was running for a third party and about like farmers and food and natural medicines, and then we're just like, wait, what are you doing now? Like, what is the message that we are sending to our children in this country? And it's like, I love my kids, but I also feel bad that I had kids, because like, what are we leaving them? And
what are you leaving them?
Not me. What are we as a society leaving them? But and like also like I do feel too like your kids probably are so much more evolved than like normal kids, and they know so much about the natural world around them because you have them outside and they're seeing how things are grown, and people, you know, like they just don't realize that someone's growing that. It has to touch someone's hands if you're doing it right, you know, and you're not spraying. And I don't know, like it's super hippy dippy of me, but we've lost that, and everything is so convenient and Amazon, and you go to the grocery store and everything's out of season, and you know, it's even like teaching kids that like not only where their food comes from, but there's seasons for food, and there's reasons why. And people eating mangoes in season is cheaper. Like if you eat food that's in season, it's cheaper
and it's delicious
and it tastes better.
It's right.
Yeah.
Girl, these watermelon been tasting like crap.
Yeah.
I'm like,
well, that's
damn.
Even like I was eating an apple the other day, and I was like, ugh, these are like last season's apples.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I can tell now.
Well,
it's
but
it's
you
crazy.
have to know, and that's why this is so important.
Yeah.
You're showing how to do this in a regular home with 2 kids, over 30, with a real job.
Girl, you can say it. 40. I'm 40.
And she is fine, okay? You would never know. Like, seriously. But,
oh my God.
But yeah, you know, you're showing people what is possible. Because a lot of it, I feel like, is just being scared, being unaware, you know. So, closing that gap. We'll see a lot more of this. Like you said, I'm excited for the next 5 years too.
Yeah, I am. And we're raising people that are now going to be more aware. And like my generation, I think, was the start going into you guys' generation of like, we're not beating our kids. We're not feeding them all processed foods. You know, we're
Y'all don't call the people on me.
I didn't say I'm not gonna spank your ass.
Yeah,
I'm saying we're not
going.
I'm not like like you know
you're not getting
my
toe up.
I can only gentle parent for so long.
Oh yeah,
because
these not gentle kids.
No,
my daughter fights me.
Because your daughter's you.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, listen.
Whenever my daughter's being bad, and I look at my husband, he was like, she's acting like you. I'm just like,
this is like the beginning phases of me. I have to refine you.
But it's also like, it's people like us having kids, but also people being in agreement of like kids and how we're raising them. Because like with the cell phones, that shit scares me. Because like as much as I can have my kids not be on an iPad all day, like we watch Ninja Turtles, like we like old cartoons and stuff. You know, it's not like we don't watch TV because sometimes I need a break. But like, I don't know, just like the kids that are like constantly attached to a screen, like you like let them have it every now and then, but just constantly attached to it. Or like I have teenage nephews that are like around their friends and all their friends have phones, and like unless you're in a community where everyone's like, okay, we're not letting our kids have phones until they're 16, because you all have to be together as parents. Like, you know, like it's a community. So
I firmly believe that too.
It's true. But I also feel like it's so hard to hang out. Everyone's so busy all the time. Everyone's got their own lives. But, you know, I feel like stuff like the Florida permaculture convergence and all that kind of stuff. Is it all weekend though?
They're still today. Yeah. We had to leave last night. I'm like, it's pitch black. Why are y'all partying?
Oh my gosh.
Go to sleep.
Was there like drum circles and stuff?
Oh my God. Thank God. No, I'm not a drum circle fan. But there was a cipher.
What's it?
Someone did
like a rap cipher?
Box.
Oh.
It was crazy.
See, now I'm down with that.
Yeah, it was cool. And then as we're leaving, we seen a snake like right before we left, and it was a huge snake. It wasn't like a little baby. And they got rattlesnakes out there. They got all kind of stuff. Wild boars, turkeys, deer. We seen a deer. But these guys were like, yeah, we're about to go on a mushroom walk. I'm like, at 10 o'clock in the pitch black, time for me to go.
No, I can't.
I gotta take my black ass off. This is out of my comfort zone. Yeah, but
you're like, I'm already dealing with the bugs.
Yeah. So yeah, I was definitely like, okay, but it was so nice.
Yeah, and there's like a fine line with like permaculture, like you know, like
before we get
I'm like
man crazy.
Yeah, before there's like mushrooms. There's like before there's mushrooms and all that stuff.
Hippy dippy. Yeah. What are we going into now?
Yeah.
I'm down the rabbit hole.
Oh yeah.
But okay. Let's do.
You want to go do the front area? So these elderberries, we were doing something in Sanford and it was season, and we were going through Starbucks, and then I saw these by a ditch behind a Walmart, and I said to my husband, I was like, oh, I've been meaning to get mulberry cuttings. We're right here. We're waiting in line. I was like, do you have your knife on you? He's like, of course I have my knife on me. And so while we were in the Starbucks line, I ran out and I got these cuttings.
Yes.
And then I started these from cuttings from behind
I would love to
McDonald's,
take a few
you
cuttings.
can take so many cuttings. And I put them, so the yard is kind of sloped.
Yes.
So when there is,
he's
about to be chaos. So when it does rain or if we get a hurricane, this area stays really wet. So I purposely put them here because they like wet feet. So they can handle if we were to get flooding. And so literally these started as like 4 cuttings and now they are this big. And I've just been slowly saving the elderberries.
Yes.
Because once a year I'm going to make a big batch of fire cider.
Awesome.
Once I get more of them. So this is a tree line. There's persimmon right there, which I actually got from the city for free.
Cool.
So the city does like plant gifts away and they do a lot of edible ones. So I got that from the city.
Or the Sajo.
It's a Sajo.
Got you.
Yes.
I meant to get one.
Yeah.
I missed the day.
And then this is my mulberry. So when I talk
beautiful.
about it's pushing out, this is all that you can tell this is the new growth from the last and so it's been tricked into fruiting again. So you can actually get multiple fruitings of mulberries every year just by like hard pruning it back and then it'll shoot back up again. So like I had like pruned these down to here and then I pruned them back to here and now they still keep shooting up and producing. And this is a Thai dwarf mulberry, which I got from Mike at Ever Oak as a cutting. And you could, I have one of these you can take. They're so good. They're so sweet. And I love it. We just come out and shake it. Yeah. And then the ones that fall off are ripe. My daughter goes nuts and like her and my son, their mouths will be like completely purple from eating them. So this is kind of a little mini syntropic line. I have my climax species is my peaches. So these are both Florida Prince peaches. And then I have yarrow planted, which is medicinal and a perennial bloomer. And then I have all these eggplants in here.
Wow.
And then over there, it is dying off, but I'm letting it die on purpose because that's all my loofah. So there's loofah and that's cucuzza squash. So that's an Italian variety that can get really, really huge. Some of them I need to pull, but like you can still eat them like that. You just have to peel the skin and you cook them like a butternut. But they get these like calluses so that bugs can't get in them. So because we have squash vine borers really bad and stuff like that, like and pickle worms and whatnot, they can't get into the skin of that. And then I have the loofah are drying, and then my CSA members will all get a loofah at some point in the year. They all got one of these huge cucuzza squashes, and you can eat them smaller too, and they're like a zucchini. Okay. And then I have the marigold interplanted everywhere, of course, because marigold everywhere.
What's this back line? Is that yarrow?
That's the yarrow, which is a perennial. And then the flowers it produces are really, really pretty.
Yes.
Yes. And then on the other side is I just uncovered these beds. I had them cover cropped. I cover cropped with like sun hemp and millet and sorghum all mixed together. Okay. And then I terminated it, and then I just started planting beans in there, and then we got our squashes, and I'm about to plant more squash into that bed as well. And then the hay is left over from our scarecrow. Oh. So I just use whatever I have for chop and drop. And then this is Leona.
Hi, Leona.
This is Levi.
Hi, Levi.
And that's Larry.
Hi, Larry.
And that is, what was your husband's name? Trey and Kayla.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So yeah, this is squash, beans. I'll be succession planting squash. And then as soon as I'm about to rip all this out and start a new planting of something too. But these of the cucuzza and the loofah you can also grow during the summer. So this was another edible cover crop because it was out covering the soil, but I just kept cutting it all back, but it's still flowering. You can see the loofah down there is still flowering.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
And then the little white flowers are for the cucuzza variety. But this is the loofah down here. So yeah,
the loofah still looks great.
Yeah, but I feel like this is probably about ready. And then I'll have the little scrubby guys. So yeah, aren't these crazy?
Yeah, absolutely.
This one's for you. Let me get a clipper.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was planning on giving you guys one for sure.
Wow. I'm like, selfie with the cucuzza? This thing is like my height. Wow.
Aren't they wild?
Yeah, this is crazy.
So you just have to like, it's been, there's been a lot of talk of references to other things.
Objects, I would imagine.
Like literally every member was like, I have this like one woman, she's in her 60s, and she was like, ooh, this is my new boyfriend. I was just like, Kim,
Please, please do not need that image.
So you just peel the skin off and then you just cook it like a harder, it's not as hard as a butternut, but it's definitely not a zucchini. It's like somewhere in between. It almost has this like anisey kind of flavor to it.
Do you make soup with it?
You can. So a funny story about this is one of my CSA members is also a LARPer.
Wow.
Yes.
So this is their weapon.
Well, she said she had to work a merchant shift, and she goes, just an update, the Kukuza, I sold it for 10 crowns, which she said is the equivalent of $35 US in the LARPing world. And then she said it changed hands 3 times, and I've heard it's going into the stroganoff tonight at the at the tavern. So yeah, but it's really good. I tried to make like a butternut type soup out of it though, but it's too zucchini-ishy. Like it was kind of like mealy and yeah. So it's not that, but yeah, it's a very interesting.
The stroganoff.
Yeah,
Vegan
and I think they just cubed it up, and it was kind of like a meat substitute.
What's the name of this zucchini?
Kukuza or
I'm gonna look up
kukuzi.
recipes specifically for this kukuzi. Because this is a lot of squash.
It is.
It's amazing. And you got like 20 of them.
I know. Yeah.
How do you even cook with all this?
A lot of them I gave away.
I
like
absolutely love this though. This trellis.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, okay, babe.
It's just easy breezy.
It's
all just, they're all T-posts, and I have a T-post
Yeah.
driver. Get a T-post driver. It'll save your life. It's like they cost $55. It's an initial expense, but like rather than having to pound
Hammer
it
for 3
in,
days?
you just,
Yeah.
you go, it's like 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's
Awesome.
done. And it
Got you.
so I use a T-post, and then it's just regular twine. And I just wove it, and I just kept picking it up and putting it back over. So.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of what I do with
All
I
along
just
the
I did
lines.
the blackberries though with wire.
Yeah.
And I need to tighten them.
Okay.
But yeah, I just use T-posts.
Oh, and you have some Swiss chard that you just started
Yeah,
over
so
here.
I have, this is arugula,
moringa.
and I have Swiss chard. Yeah, so I'm going to try and attempt, I think once the ube is ready to plant, I'm going to plant the ube out here so it can, and then
Okay.
the moringa will be bigger by then.
Yes,
So I
like
want to do
mine.
a lot of living trellises.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Are
then,
these calendula?
no, this is all arugula.
Oh, cool.
So this is arugula that I've been succession planting, and now I'm starting to put in all of my like salad greens are going. All of these are red sail lettuce. There's fennel, dill. All those are all my brassicas. They're all one is the BC 1611. It's a green sprouting broccoli, and then I have purple burgundy sprouting broccoli. I like those better than the head broccolis because you get more out of it. Because
The purple?
any of the sprouting varieties, because
Right.
the head ones you get, you know,
One.
and then you'll get a couple sprouts off of that, but these will like sprout for a while. It's just they'll get smaller and smaller each
Yeah.
time you harvest. And then, so this whole line was marigolds as well. And so I like to do marigolds with my curcubits, and I use them as chop and drop because the smell, I feel like, helps deter some bugs. But these are all suyo cucumbers that are planted in with the
is
marigolds. So I grew my
beautiful.
own mulch for it.
Yes.
And
You've
then
done
I'll
amazing.
eventually, once I succession plant down that end, I'll chop all of those down and put them on the soil. And then
Wow.
any crop residues I leave in. Everything is no-till. I only use a tilther, which just does the top 2 inches of the soil, and it's just to incorporate. I do use a granular long-term fertilizer that's organic. It's just like hemp or like kelp meal and stuff like that, just put into a granular form so it's long release. And then usually I'll come through and I'll hit it. I try to do it every 2-ish weeks depending on the crop. I don't just mass fertilize, but I'll go through with fish emulsion 1 week, and then the fish emulsion will provide it with certain nutrients, and then 2 weeks later I'll use the kelp meal dilution. So then it's getting different micronutrients from that.
Right, at different stages too.
And then I just, you know, once a year I get a big mulch delivery, and I mulch in between the rows because you don't want to
Got
mulch
you.
in the rows
Yeah.
or in the beds because it can actually sequester nitrogen.
But now you have pathways.
But now I have pathways, yep. And then, yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
My heart would just drop cutting these beautiful marigolds.
Oh, I loved it. I love seeing like the flip of the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks so pretty. And I think you have the foresight to see that. Like, the cucumbers are nestled in there so perfect. It would take a lot for a bug to get past all of this.
Yeah.
This deterring smell, because marigolds smell
They're
strong.
so pungent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and when I cut them yesterday, like you could tell. You could smell it.
Yeah, I bet it smelled beautiful.
I actually use at the kitchen house, they have so many garlic chives. I was like, we don't need this many. And I used those as chop and drop. And I was like, man, this has got to be a really, really good pest deterrent because it smelled for like a week.
Wow.
And then these are the beds that were in the back that I so these were, girl, I cannot grow sweet potatoes to save my life.
Sweet potatoes?
I know. All 3 of these were in the back and they were all sweet potato beds. And I got total 15 pounds out of 3 beds that grew all summer that I fertilized and put slips in every 6 inches. I do not know why I cannot grow sweet potatoes.
And you didn't even put the whole potato. You put in slips?
I put in slips.
That's crazy.
And so now this is all of the crop residue from my terrible harvest. So I just piled it on top of each other and it's all gonna break down, and then I'm gonna add soil, and then I'm gonna see.
Are you sure? Because this might be another crop of sweet potato.
No, I want it to be. That's what I'm saying, is now I'm gonna cover it up.
Okay,
and I'm like, if this doesn't grow
that would
sweet
be
potatoes,
insane.
I'm really done.
Yeah,
Done.
just give it up. Like,
I should.
Seriously, sweet potatoes grow like a weed.
I know,
like,
I
literally.
can't grow them.
It's so crazy.
Such a disappointment.
No, literally, I'm like, I want to bring you to my house and just give you my sweet potatoes, because I'm probably not even going to eat them.
I think I paid too much attention to them.
Yeah, it's usually when you neglect them that they thrive.
Yeah, that's what people, when they ask for advice for stuff, I'm like, are you paying too much attention to it? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, leave it alone. And then if you're not paying attention to it, go the other way.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then this is beets.
Okay.
That are all popping
cool.
up. These, I let my daughter plant these with me, so it's, you know.
Like, yeah, I know how that goes.
Yeah.
A big clump here, nothing there.
Yeah,
But these are actually done really well.
Yeah, they're popping up really well. Yeah. I have a problem with beets too. It's weird.
That's I don't even try and grow beets.
Really?
Yeah, I cannot grow beets at all. At all.
Yeah, they're really finicky.
And echinacea, that's been another one that's been really, really tough on my garden thumb, my confidence level. But this year I'm trying again. So we will see.
Look at these nerds.
Yeah, they're so excited. They're like, let me get my mommy back.
Oh, you're blowing me kisses? Okay. Okay. Oh, you're giving me a hug? Okay. Show them how crazy you really are.
Right, exactly. When you go in the house, it's going to be another story.
I told my son, he does stuff to me, and I'm like, dude, I've broken up with dudes for less. Like, you're lucky. You're lucky I made you.
No,
I would have broken up with you a long time ago.
You would be my ex.
I'm like, the amount of gaslighting that goes on, and then he'll hit me, but then he'll give me a kiss, and I'm just like,
what is this?
Yeah.
What is this?
You're an abusive partner. I have the pigeon pea here too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just walked right in front of the camera.
No, it's fine.
For summer, this is one of the newer beds, so I just cover cropped it with flowers for the summer, and it was a sea of zinnia and cosmos.
Oh my goodness!
And now they've just been reseeding, and you know, I leave them where they're good, and then I take them out where I don't need them.
Where did you get the seeds?
Probably Walmart.
For these zinnias?
I love Walmart for their seeds because they're cheap, and it's like people are like, seeds don't have to be bougie. When people are like, oh, where do you get your seeds? And I'm like, I don't know, Walmart, the dollar store sometimes. I buy a lot of them from Johnny's, but a lot of them, I try to like kind of share the love between all the local places. Like I'll buy some seeds from Lucas. I'll buy some from Palmer's. I'll get some from Appenberry's, like just so I can support everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love the lettuces popping up too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say, shout out Appenberry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They just gave us a huge seed donation for the kitchen house. So I went by and introduced myself. Yeah. And then I went and got a big donation from Palmer's Seed downtown.
Got you.
Which they're the same owners now as the other Palmer's in off of Corinne in Audubon. Yeah. So it was like cousins that owned it, but then like I guess the kids of the one cousin or something, they didn't want to keep the business, so they like sold it to the other half of the family. And so they have like a lot more stuff there now. I don't want to say they've gentrified it because it's not gentrified filling. They just have more of a selection, more of a seed selection. It's a little bit cleaner. You know, modernized. But like you can definitely still get like your like fishing bait and like a chicken there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Awesome. I was at one point thinking about getting chickens, and that's where I was gonna get them, but left that one.
Yeah.
It's too many predators.
But would you eat the eggs if it was from your own
No.
chickens? You just wanted chickens?
Yeah. I just was
Chickens
like,
are also not as easy as people think.
No.
Especially in Florida, because there's so many bugs and it's wet a lot. They get like, I forget what the disease
but
called.
the little foot things.
Yeah. And like
it's-
mosquitoes can bite them. And
Yes,
like, yeah.
and transfer diseases. I did a lot of research because I feel like people just get them to be whimsy.
No, they do.
And it's like, no, this is a big responsibility. And
is.
I knew that I was not ready for that, especially with 2 little kids.
Well, even with COVID, there was a big thing with the animal shelters. They were getting chickens brought to them because during COVID, it's just like when people buy their kids puppies and stuff at Christmas. And then like a month after Christmas, there's all these dogs and cats in the shelter because people are like, oh, it'll be cute to get my kid an animal, and then they don't want to take care of it.
Yeah,
so
it's not just, oh my God, even dogs are a huge responsibility.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, no, when we thought about chickens too, and then I was just like, I don't need another thing to take care of. And
Exactly.
then I kind of wanted to do rabbits, and my husband's like, why do you want to do rabbits? I'm like, we can do meat rabbits. And he goes, where are we going to process them? And I said, we'll process them at the brewery because he's got floor drains and stuff and hoses. And he was like, that is not allowed.
Yeah. You're like trying to get us shut down.
Well, also, they scream.
Oh God.
You guys
Vegans.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yep. They scream, and I didn't know that. My husband told me. He was like, yeah.
That's crazy. Things you don't know until you know.
But they say, they're better because chickens are loud, but when you process them, they're not. Rabbits are really quiet, but when you process them,
oh my God.
yeah.
Crazy.
How long have you guys been vegans?
8 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a
And
little bit.
Was it health or environment or both?
Spirituality.
Or spirituality, animal love?
Yeah. Not even animal love, because I don't think Trey really cares too much. Yeah, for him it was health. Yeah.
Okay.
He had no choice. I was cooking. That's what you get. This is what we eat in the night. And thank you so much for letting us come today. This was so fun.
Yes.
I thought I would be tired of doing like hippy dippy things, but it just fills me up every time. And this was beautiful. I'm so glad that you, number one, are doing this, but that you're showcasing it and allowing us to. So
oh no, I'm glad you're
thank you.
here.
Thank
I felt comfortable with you. Not a lot of people have been here.
Yeah.
No, I don't let a lot of people come over.
awesome.
Most of my husband's a hermit.
Yeah. Well,
But no, I love it. I'm so glad that you guys came out. It was really nice to meet you.
thank you. I feel honored. And you're my girl now. So
Yeah, no, we are.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be friends.
yeah, we're locked in.
Yeah, no, we are.
So yeah, you guys make sure. Oh, you done scaled out.
Yeah, the dog was right down.
It's over.
And we're done. Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do the intro.
Okay.